Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Today I'm going to review the Casio G-Shock MTGB2000YBD. This is a particular version of Casio's second to highest end collection known as the MTG. So let's talk about what that means exactly. The very highest end Casio G-Shock watches are under the MRG group, and those are several $1,000s each, if not a little bit more. MTG is the penultimate in luxury from Casio G-Shock, and I like it a lot because it's a great mixture of the affordable latest technology as well as some of those designer things and materials and styles that you just wouldn't get in a more mainstream watch. So MTG is a really interesting collection, and I've enjoyed wearing a lot of MTG watches over the years. The one before this was the MTGB1000. Very similar model, quite a different style, but it did the same things functionally. When the MTGB2000 came out, we had a more angular case, a different movement that's more optimized, it's a little bit thinner, maintained the same functionality, I'll talk about that in a little bit, but added, again, a much more expressive theme that goes into sort of the angular case shape, which is so popular in watch collecting today. The MTGB2000YBD that you see here is a combination of very dark gray coated steel, carbon, glass fiber, as well as resin that Casio uses a lot in its products. And you can see the back of the case here is the carbon monocoque case, which is a one piece. It's very, very strong. And this is quite a lightweight watch. The entire watch is 131 grams. That's a little bit lighter than the other steel version, which is this. I just have it for comparison purposes. You can see here, this is another version of the MTGB2000 in the brushed steel, a little bit heavier because it doesn't have some of those glass fiber sections on there. Style-wise, you can see the side of the case, which is just under 50 millimeters wide, has this black and red sandwich section, which you can see on both sides of the watch. That is a sandwich section of glass fiber, very, very light. Very durable, and also has this artistic element there. And you see some of those color cues matched on the dial there. We see these dark grays, almost black, mixed with this metallic red, which I think is very, very beautiful. So what does this watch do? Well, it begins with Casio's tough solar movement. What is tough solar? Well, solar implies that it's light powered, so light will enter through the dial and charge a photovoltaic cell, which create electric current, which will charge the battery. So this is a watch that has about 5 months, I believe, of battery before it ever needs to be charged. But the idea is that you're going to be wearing it on a daily basis and never have to charge or change the battery or charge it. You are going to have to connect this watch to your phone. Well, you don't have to, but it's a Bluetooth phone. It's not a smartwatch, but it's a Bluetooth watch that allows you to connect to your phone, and it has a G-Shock app. But the app is fantastic. It allows you to set the time, set some of the features inside of the watch, such as the alarm. That's a perfect example. You know, using the buttons on the case to adjust the alarm and turn the alarm on and off. You can do it, but you'd probably have to read the manual through the app, the G-Shock app on your phone. You can do it in a breeze. One of the best things with the app is that it automatically adjusts the time of the watch if you're traveling or things like that. This is actually designed to be a world traveler watch. And how do you see that? Well, you look at the dial, you can see that the primary elements is a main dial for the time, a subsidiary dial for the time, and an even smaller dial, which is a synchronized 24-hour hand, which is AM/PM. And the idea is that you are seeing your main time as well as the secondary time in 12-hour format, but you know whether it's day or night in the secondary time zone. So for travelers or people that want to know the time in 2 different time zones with a lot of differences, you don't have to just do the 1-hour differences, which would be available in a standard 24-hour GMT watch. So it's just a much more sophisticated product. It also has a chronograph, world time, like I said, perpetual calendar, and most of the features that you would expect inside of a G-Shock watch. There's a backlight, even though the hands and the hour markers are covered in lume. So it's a very robust watch from a practicality standpoint, and from a style standpoint, you can see that Casio has put in just a lot of details. In terms of being a luxury watch, you have an authentic sapphire crystal. So it's common now in more high-end Casio watches to have sapphire crystals, but the legacy ones did not. And of course, sapphire crystal is what the vast majority of luxury watches out there use. So you have the scratch resistance on the crystal as well as the durability of the case. And this is a very authentic G-Shock watch. You can throw it around, even if the hands are jarred out of position, they will automatically realign. So there's so much great technology in here that Casio and its engineers have created over the years that just sort of stack up, and more and more features fall into each generation of the latest Casio G-Shock watch. So once again, this is the Casio G-Shock MTGB2000YBD. Price for this version in this dark gray steel with carbon and these interesting inserts is about $1,200, and you can see the full review on aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, and hit the bell if you want to be notified of upcoming videos. Thanks so much.